In the previous 7 episodes of my renovation of my 1813 ship captain's home, I showed you this spectacular coastal town of Marion and its history. We also explored the history of this house, from a ship captain's home built in 1813 to a parsonage to a family home to a rectory. We gutted rooms, knocked down walls, replaced windows and doors, installed custom countertops, added wallpaper to walls, stairways, and even ceilings. We installed shutters, light fixtures, window treatments, furnishings, art, decorative painting, and more. Inside, we revamped every room, including 4 of the 6 bathrooms, and created a beautiful, functional, top-notch gourmet kitchen. Outside, we moved and transformed the shed, added a flower garden and a vegetable garden, added a portico, a circular driveway, replaced the deck and extended it, and added tons of landscaping, lighting, and fencing. I showed you where I sourced my fabric, wallpaper, tile, stone, fixtures, and more. We had lots of conversations, installations, and transformations. Home Life and Style is brought to you by the Pine Hills, offering inspired new homes and daily adventures just 45 minutes from Boston. Snow & Jones, a fixture in New England homes since 1952. Classic Tile and Stone, your tile and stone destination. Vineyard Home, elements for a fine home, including fireplace, music, video, and automation. And South Peak, your ultimate 4-season resort on Loon Mountain. Hi, I'm Parker Kelley. Welcome to Home Life and Style. I am passionate about design, food, and travel. I love discovering new places, meeting new people, and sharing who they are, how they live, and what they love. In each episode, I'll introduce you to a new destination through the eyes of the people who call it home. Join me as we celebrate these towns, these people, these homes in style. This is the final episode of this 8-part series on the renovation of my 1813 ship captain's home in Marion. In this episode, I give you the grand tour of my home, and we celebrate with a finale party, with everyone involved in helping me transform this house attending. Local musician Putnam Murdoch and his band set the musical tone for the night. Westport Rivers Wineries serves up the wine and farmer's fizz to the guests, and Chef Stephen Coe and his daughter cook up a delicious, incomparable feast. The lights twinkle, the fire pit warms, and the mood is high. You don't want to miss this final episode where all of the hard work comes together and we celebrate. Let's go. After completing all of the work inside and outside of my home, we topped it off with a beautiful mosaic designed and created by Amanda DeMontigny. It looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh my
Good.
gosh.
I'm glad you love it.
Look at that.
There's your tree, your focal point.
Beautiful.
There's your flowers.
Oh, lovely.
A little pagoda.
How long did this take you?
It only took me about 50 hours.
50 hours. And that doesn't include like the design of it. And this is original design.
Original design.
It's spectacular. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
really.
you. Thanks, Parker.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
glad.
It's beautiful.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, hello. The time is finally here. You know how in every episode the homeowner gives me a personal tour. So I'm going to give you a personal tour right now of my home. Come on in. So this is the front entry, and if you remember, the back of the house is the front of the house, and the front of the house was the back of the house, so we built that portico with Longfellow Design Build, and tried to make this the actual entrance. Have the circular driveway, we have the sign, we have the portico, so this is how we enter the home. And I absolutely love this paper that I sourced from Surroundings, and this is Schumacher, and it's called Ocean Toile. And I loved it because It's so flowy and airy and beautiful. It feels antique-y, but it also feels contemporary, sort of updated, and I just love it. It's got tons of detail, which I'll show you later, I played upon. So when we first moved here, this was all carpeted in a blue shag carpet. And so here in this first landing is the window treatment that Melinda Eaton from Melinda Eaton Drapery did for me. Remember how I was telling you about the details in the wallpaper that I loved? If you look closely at the wallpaper, you can see these little beads on some of the beautiful flowing underwater scene. And so I had her put these tassels. And isn't that beautiful, just the curve? I love how it just drapes down, kind of flows. So welcome to my living room. This is my mirror collection that I've been collecting for years and years and years, and this was a real big treat that I was able to bring these out. And I don't measure, I just kind of feel my way along, but I just think that these are great. They have all different personalities, all different characteristics, and this is fabric from Surroundings, and Melinda Eaton did those window treatments as well, and I think the colors are great. It's a blue and a tans, which is primarily what this room is, blue and tan, which I've always loved blue and tan because blue is the color of the ocean and tan is the color of our sand. And I just think the colors go well together. I mean, every color in nature, they just go well the way they're designed. So steal some of those and put them in my home. So my last home was coastal modern. And this home presented a whole different kind of feel for me. Because it's 1813 and had such good bones, I wanted to show that it's an antique home. Plus, I love antiques, and I have a ton of antiques that I've collected over the years. It's a little bit coastal, but not too coastal. It's a little bit antique, and hopefully the balance is right. This chandelier I loved. It looks like bird wings, and I love the texture of it. But if you remember earlier when I met Peter, the painter, I told Peter it didn't pop enough in the ceiling. So Peter did this amazing treatment on the ceiling and pulled out the brass color tones, and it looks mottled and has some depth in it and really makes that chandelier pop. So this is a marbleized wallpaper on the ceiling in the wet bar area. If you recall, we turned this entry, which was the original front of the home, into a wet bar. We took a coat closet and created the wet bar. And so this is the wet bar that John Nadeau from J&J Woodworking created out of the wood from the pantry. I was so excited when I saw that really old wood and wanted someone to do something with it, and I found the perfect person to do the right thing with it. And I think it's just gorgeous with all of the wormholes, and he kept all these little details for me, and it just looks beautiful. Cap built the shelves. I ordered the glass, and Cap recreated something that I had seen, and I said, Cap, can you make this for me? And he said, yes, I think I can. And I'm very lucky that way. And so he constructed it. I bought the glass, and this is tile from Classic Tile and Stone, my go-to tile, as you know. I love those sisters so much. They're so great. And we picked out this antique-looking, vintage-looking glass, and it reflects the light. I think it's just perfect here in the wet bar. And if you want to know if you want to get champagne, what you do, you just press this. That's where champagne comes, right to your hand.
I've got joy to share with you in my arms. Just a little hug every day will solve your problems. I've got love to share with you in my pocket. Just a little kiss on your lips and we'll skyrocket. We go.
Need a fresh, new look for your kitchen or bath? Snow & Jones can help you get there.
We've been located on the South Shore in Cape Cod since 1952 as a family business, so it's given us a long time to establish roots and a good reputation. We really try to train our people on style and design as well as the technical aspect, because missing one or the other can really throw everything off. So they have great insight. We really can take all those pieces together and create that full project.
Start your Snow & Jones project today. We're back with the home tour of my renovation of my 1813 ship captain's home in Marion. This is our dining room, and this is an antique table that I got from the West Coast, and it has extensions that go really, really big, and I like that. And these chairs I got from Marion Antiques. And I love the wallpaper in here. This is Tabor, and I believe it's called Sir Thomas. And it has an antique feel. It also looks like it's flocked, but it's not. And this chandelier I got from one of my favorite vintage antique places that was online, and I went all the way to Connecticut to pick it up. And this is my kitchen, and I love my kitchen. So this is where the old pantry used to be, that nasty old pantry. And then there was a hallway here, and then this was a sitting room. So we knocked this all out and we opened it up. So come over here and you'll see this beautiful countertop. This is walnut, and John from J&J Woodworking, he did this for me, and I think the color is gorgeous next to the classic tile and stone blue French tiles here. I think these colors just are beautiful together, and I just love this piece of wood. It's beautiful. And the floor is what Peter did for me. And he was the decorative painter who did the ceiling in the living room, and he made this Harlequin floor. He really did a perfect job on it, and I think it looks fantastic. And so here is a waterfall edge that we have on the peninsula, and we have one on the island. This is a natural quartzite, and this sink here is from Snow & Jones. It's beautiful to the touch. It's absolutely, and I have to say the size of it, I just really think is fantastic. It's a Kohler sink, and I love the farmer's edge. The texture is really beautiful. And this is Waterstone in an unlacquered brass. It was a brass that is now aged quite beautifully. And I got this at Snow & Jones from Danielle Jones and her team. I absolutely love to entertain, so does Cap, and we love to have a big kitchen. And we like it clean and light and bright. And this right here is a big, big help, let me tell you. This is from Mid-Cape Home Centers. This is a Marvin bifold door. We were so excited. It used to be 2 windows and linoleum floor. This was the U-shaped kitchen here. And this Marvin door is so easy to use. And when we have our finale party, you'll see we open this up, and in and out people will travel. I always like to make a powder room a little bit blingy. I like to make a powder room really pretty because my guests use the powder room. This is a Ukiyo paper from Surroundings as a Tabor paper, and Dave Janess installed this, and Melinda Eaton created these window treatments, and if you look, it just continues the pattern without stopping. She did a great job of matching it completely to the wallpaper. And this is from Snow & Jones, this beautiful pedestal sink. And the polished silver we did in here, which is, again, a little bit more blingy. And I like it a lot. And this, I wanted the floor to be able to be seen. I didn't want to cover it with a vanity. And Danielle helped me find this pedestal, which is very classic with a beveled edge and just clean and nice and classic and big. This is a nice size powder room, I think.
I've worked with Kristen and Julie for about 7 years now, about 30 projects. They care as much as I do about the finished product. And every time I walk in, I'm always like, girls, what do we have new? And they always have things set aside to show me, and every time I go there, it's so exciting. They text me pictures as soon as tile comes in that they think is really exciting. Like, even on a Saturday, I'll get a text, and they'll know that I'm just as excited to see it as they are to share it. And so they're my go-to.
Recognized and respected. Classic tile and stone on Boston's South Shore.
At Longfellow, we have a constant need for quality materials and supplies. Knowing Mid-Cape can commit their best to us means we can commit our best to our customers every time.
And now for the second floor. And let me just take you into the first room, which is one of the guest rooms. So this is the guest room. We have two of them. This one has the bigger bed, and the other one has a single day bed. And so if you notice, kind of upstairs is a little bit more summery and a lighter feeling in here. And we're in the primary bedroom. So there's more flowers in here, and I abandoned my obsession with blue and went for this beautiful rose color. And this is a Tabor paper, and it is called Claudette. It's soft and it's feminine, and I love it. So this is all rose, vaulted ceilings. When we first came in here, these were 2 CCD rooms. It was not like this, put it that way. And we found out that there was a hip roof underneath what doesn't look like a hip roof on the outside, and we were able to vault the ceilings in here. So this is my primary bathroom, and I told Danielle from Snow and Jones that my bed was going to be dark mahogany. And she found the perfect vanity that has the handles with the brass that kind of echo the bed, and I liked that. And I have to tell you that this vanity is not the first double vanity I've ever had, but I would say it's the best double vanity I've ever had. Not only do I just love the color with that rich, deep blue, but it's so big. The storage is the biggest I've ever had, and it's plenty of storage. And the shower, we decided to put in this ceramic tile, which is kind of like an antique look. And I love the tone of it, and I love the fact it does look antiqued, not just the design, but the coloration of it as well. And it's a great primary ensuite. I think it's great. This is my office, doubles as a guest room, has a day bed, and I found a perfect spot for a painting by my talented artist friend, Nella Lush. And so this is another place that Buffy Farley and I chose to put another wallpaper up, nautical charts wallpapers. And she was fabulous in helping me find the right spot for this. And this is where I live now and where I sail now. Of course, I sail beyond here, but I love that this is home. Here's Marion, and here's the harbor, and these are our day trips all through here. And I just love it in my office, and I'm sure guests love it too. That's the tour. Thanks for joining me. Now it's time to have all the people who are involved in the home come to the home and celebrate with Westport River Wineries and the Putnam Murdoch Band and everyone from Classic Tile to Snow and Jones to Peter the Painter to Dave. Everyone's going to be here to celebrate this finale of the renovation. So I'll see you in a few minutes for the party. We completed our renovation thanks to the incredible work of so many talented individuals. Cap and I were excited to invite them all to our home for a party to celebrate the finished result. Right before the guests started arriving, Andrew Zona, my hairstylist, and his wife, talented artist Carrie O'Donnell, came upstairs to fancy me up. The beverages for the evening were graciously provided by Westport River Vineyard and Wineries, the Russell family, 4 generations tending to an 80-acre farm nationally known for its extraordinary sparkling and white wines. The musical tone of the party was set by the lively Putnam Murdoch Band. And top chef Stephen Coe and his daughter Adelaide cook up an amazing feast in my kitchen.
So right here we have the cicchetti. It's filled with pears, mascarpone cheese. It's going to be topped with aged grape juice and pickled candied fruit. This is a lemongrass, corn, ginger dumpling. And then this is going to be a deconstructed pork plate taco. And what else we have? We're going to have a little lobster sliders over there and sashimi tuna poke, little cups.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then this is a Portuguese chowder.
Yeah, I just had a little shooter of that, and that was Charisse, and it was New Bedford, and it was all the good things.
Right?
It was all the South Coast of beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I don't want to cry, but this is classic tile and stone from Hingham, and these are the sisters who are my dear sponsors and such talented people working with tile. Did you look at the bathrooms? And
they're amazing.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
Each one was like,
Each one.
It's a toss-up, it's a toss-up, honestly.
You don't have a
They're all
favorite?
fab.
I don't think I do. I thought the one with the blue chevron was my favorite.
Yes.
And then the master just feels really preppy and cool. I love it.
And the powder floor.
And the powder room.
Yeah, beautiful.
Stunning.
I love
Good
you guys.
job.
I do love you guys so much.
Oh, we love you
Thank
too.
you so much. Cheers with my big plate of Chef Stephen Coe's food. So, Nicole Klein and Cheryl Sheehy, the owner of Surroundings and the designer at Surroundings, and so talented and so gracious and so lovely. And look at all the things from your shop that are in this home. And what do you think?
You did a beautiful job, Parker. You really pulled it together.
Everything looks beautiful. I just wanted to pull you out before you enjoyed the party and just tell you how thankful I am. Because you've ridden with me on the ups and downs of this, you know?
I think you've done it. I see you in every room, in every touch, absolutely, in all the different ways that you described your vision and how you wanted to stay true to yourself and have it be you. You did a great job.
All right,
Great.
group hug, you guys.
All
Thank
right,
you so much
Parker.
for everything. You're welcome. And go enjoy the party.
We will.
Okay.
This kitchen is gorgeous. I got to tell you, this whole door opening out here, because in Marion, this is what we do. We like to entertain in the summertime.
It's perfect
It's
for
gonna be great.
entertaining. It's absolutely, it's warm. It's so inviting and also it has the captain for the house that was built for him. It's just so charming.
It is. It's fabulous. Yeah. It's wonderful. I grew up playing in this house and it did not look like this, but you've done it justice.
First, I want to just say how much I love this town of Marion, how much I love the people. I love this home, and I love my partners in this home. And all of you are all going to be part of this home for as long as I live here. From Marion, until next week, I'm Parker Kelley. Cheers! Thank you for joining me throughout this series on the renovation of my home in Marion, Massachusetts. Tune in next time when we feature more towns, more families, more homes, and celebrate it all with a talented chef. As always, all episodes can be viewed on our website, homelifeandstyle.com, and you can follow me on social media for behind-the-scenes clips and to learn more about our adventures across New England and beyond.